a bit of team news, Grant. Harry Clifton, is he near to returning?
He's had a full week of training up to this point. Modified early part of the week, and then joined in fully today. So Saturday might be a little bit of a stretch for him, but we'll see. George Broadbent's trained all week, which is a positive for us. Jamie Sterry and Tom Nixon were on the pitch today, joined in an early part of the session. Again, that might be too soon for them for the weekend, but big players for us. Like if I think back to last season, Jamie, George, Harry were huge for us. It's almost taken like 25% of your team out of your, losing those three players. It's like maybe 30%. They're that important for us. So to have those three and Tom back very soon is going to be huge for us, and I'm really pleased that they're progressing well.
Yeah, how big a misses have they all been? You've just mentioned how key they were last season as well. Just for your team, when you're going through rough patches like this, especially. Massive.
Losing players like that at this level is really big. But we have a good squad. We feel like we have a good squad, and players have, when those players aren't playing, have to come in and perform and try and keep those players out of the team when they do come back. So, we're all hurting at this moment in time. We're all feeling the pain of the results obviously not going our way, and we knew that coming into this season that there will be a spell where we haven't quite got to where we need to get to, and it's obviously happening to us now. So all we have to do now is stick together, understand what we are and how we've got to where we are, and get back to delivering what we certainly know we can do. It's been a frustrating 5-6 games for us. But in any season, I think you're going to have spells like that, and I think a lot of teams in League One will have spells like that, and League Two. And it's how you respond and how you react and how you stay together and how you keep everyone together and interacted in terms of what we're trying to do and what we're trying to achieve.
In doing that, Grant, just ahead of Reading on Saturday, have you done anything drastically different in terms of preparation, or is it still, believing in the process?
No, we don't throw the baby out of the bathwater, whatever it's called, or out of the pram. It's we know we're a good team. We know when we're at it, we can perform against anyone in this division, and it's really just getting the players to believe in themselves again, going and taking those risks that we like them to take, go and play with that freedom, and being us. That's it really. And we understand last week was a really disappointing result for us. We had some opportunities to go 2-0 up in the first half that we didn't quite take, and then we get sucker punched early in the second half and probably didn't recover from that, although we probably should score. Owen Bailey knows he probably should score to put us 2-1 back up again, and that's just those little moments probably haven't been going our way. Where early in the season we'd probably took up. So it's getting back to that, refining what we're about, getting the players back into positions, understanding how we want to play, the structure of the team in and out of possession. It's been a really good week, coaching week, in terms of going back almost to show the players again back to the basics of, look, this is what we're about, and we're hoping that's going to help us, moving forward.
Is that also a reason, do you think, why the goals have dried up as well in the last 6 games? You scored 3 goals for a team that normally, last season they scored quite a lot of goals. Why do you think that?
We've created enough chances. I think we've created quite a lot of chances in the last 6 games, but to score 3 goals from it is not where we want to be. I guess it's just keep getting the players in the areas where we, for me, it's more important that we get to the areas and we're creating opportunities. If we're not creating opportunities, then it's a worry. But we are, and we need to make sure that when we get those opportunities now, that we are calm in that moment to take them. And again, we'll just continue to do what we are and what we're about, and we know we can be successful. We know we're we've got a group of players that is more than good enough to play at this level and be successful at this level, and we'll continue to beat that sort of drum.
Have you been through similar spells in your managerial career before, and also your playing career? Kind of what the similarities when you're a player and a manager as well, when you're going through spells like this?
Yeah, people talk to you about spells all the time when you're losing games. It's really funny and interesting, because see, when you're winning games, nobody talks about your winning games and your spells there. They want to talk to you about when you're losing games and, oh, you haven't won this, you haven't done that. And the stark contrast is we've played 12 games, we're sitting 12th in the division. The 13 games it is maybe. But people want to hark on about, you haven't won in 6, you haven't done this, you haven't done that. It's when you're winning games, they don't bring up how many games you've won or and things like that. That's just the nature of. I know you've got to ask the questions, Ben, but that's just the nature of football. And for us, we got to just stay calm. We got to make sure that we know that we ain't going to be perfect all the time. We are going to lose games. But we're certainly going to win a lot of games as well, and we've got a firm belief in that. Yes, like I said to you, we are hurting. We're disappointed. We feel like we're not giving our fans the performances that they're expected and came to expect of us. So we've got to keep working. We just got to keep working. It's what we do on the training ground. It's the every single day that's going to put the players in the positions on Saturday to go and perform.
Timothy Lotatola came back in, penalty save as well. Do you think could he get a run in now? Is it the number one spot?
Yeah, Timmy's like, look, he's made some mistakes early part of the season. Of course he has, and so have we all. We're human beings at the end of the day, and we make mistakes. Timmy's made some. He came back in on last weekend. He was fine. He was looked confident again. Obviously kept a good clean sheet at Grimsby as well, where he looked really confident. So. We've brought Timmy here to compete with Lawsy, and they will do that every day.
What are your thoughts on Reading, Grant? Because they've kind of had a bit of a rough start as well, but they've kind of turned up a little bit of form of late.
Again, like it's 13 games into the season, and I think they're a good team. I think they're a big club. I think they're coached well, and what I've seen, I like the style of play that Noel's got them playing. And they've got some good players who I know as well. I know Jack Murray could be injured, but they've got strong players for the division. I like the energy they've got, the legs they've got. So it's going to be another tough game. Like every game in this division is tough. But we know that if we are at our game, then we can give anybody in this league a real good game. So our focus this week has been, yes, we understand what Reading are about. We've had the opportunity to watch them again on Tuesday night, as well as last week at Cardiff. We had them watch. So, yeah, obviously made a few changes on Tuesday night, but they've got a good squad again and a real nice style of play about them. Not dissimilar to how we play. So it's going to be, I think it'll be an open game. I think it'll be a game of who takes their chances is going to win the game, personally. And we've got to be strong defensively to shut them out, but then hopefully go and take our chances at the other end.
Just finally, Grant, I didn't mention 2 players at the start, but Luke Molyneux, was he out with illness and is he okay?
No, Luke was involved last week. He was on the bench, he came off the bench. Sometimes it's good to have a breather and see, from this side rather than on the pitch. Hence why Moles was on the bench last week. So yeah.
Okay, and Matty Pearson, how's he as well?
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah. He's fine. It's nice. We had everybody on the pitch today for the first time for a wee while. I know Jamie has missed a bit, but we haven't got lots of injuries. But it's nice when you have nobody on the treatment room. So it was nice to have everybody out there today. 22 outfield players on the pitch today, which is really pleasing.
That must be great for the group as well. Like you said, just getting everyone back in and having a good session with a full squad. It's
good for the boys to see, the likes of the Broadbents and the Cliftons and Sterries and the Nixons, all out there today, because they're so important for us and big characters in this squad, in this changing room. So, it's really important to have those boys back. Obviously, Matty again trained this week, which is good. He's come off last week with a bit of a stiff back, just jarred his back, which pleasant, but he settled down, early part of the week.